YouTube, what is good? Welcome to another YouTube video. Today we are making some moody street, city, I don't know what you call it, photos with the Leica Q in the rain. This is the first time I have taken this Leica out in the rain. I've been scared to, but I've had it for over a year, and it's time for me to boss up. We're gonna just try to be smart. I tried to wipe the camera off the best I could. There's about 35 photos in this behind the scenes. I'm not gonna commentate it. I'm not gonna talk over it. I'm just gonna let you enjoy it. So with that being said, if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button for me. It really helps out the channel, helps out the video. And hey, if you wanna support the channel more and you want more videos and more content from me, you can head over to my Patreon, patreon.com/Evan Ramp. Let's get to this behind the scenes, moody, rainy street city photos with the Leica QP. This is awesome. So there we go. That was about 1 hour and 45 minutes with the Leica QP in the rain. About half of it was in the rain, and then I did hang out in my car and make photos from there for a while just because the Leica had had enough water. I was actually starting to get worried because the rain was coming down heavier, but I just wiped it off. I was really careful. I probably should have taped over the speaker little things right here, but I don't do video with this, so not really a big deal. I want to talk about some selects that I have. Now, real quick, before I get into these selects, there's about 14 photos I want to talk about. Something that I kind of realized as this shoot went on is that I've been putting way too much pressure on myself lately when I go out to shoot. I just have ideas in my head. I think, hey, I'm gonna definitely try to make this photo today, and that's not really conducive to creativity. I think it works best if you go out, try to make some photos, and in the split-second moment that a photo is gonna happen, you take that time to really register what's going on and try your best on that particular image, but then just move on to the next one. I think lately, probably because of the pandemic and the fact that I haven't been getting out to shoot as much, I've been putting more pressure on myself, and this was a really good day where I put no pressure on myself. I just made a lot of photos, and a lot of them ended up being ones that I'm happy with, that I want to work on a lot more to potentially share on social, and who knows, potentially print. So first photo right here is this one of this person walking through the Pont City Market, like roof scaffolding and everything. Why did I not wait for someone with an umbrella to come through this photo? Love the composition here, love the scaffolding, love the colors, love the water on the ground, everything. I just needed to stand there for that extra 10 minutes and wait for someone with an umbrella to come by. That's on me. It's on my impatience. Should have waited. The subject here is cool, but could have had something a lot more interesting with an umbrella or something else. So I just needed to be patient there. Next up is the photo of the person in the umbrella crossing this bridge. Love the layers on this. This is like a layer cake right here. We have the cloud layer, we have the city layer, we have the building layer. I purposely kind of highlighted the layer where the person is walking with the umbrella, and then we have another bridge. I just like photos like this that kind of have points of interest, I guess you would say, stacked on top of each other. Really like this one. If you wanted to see the before and after to this one, it's going to be on my Patreon, patreon.com/EvanRamp. There'll be some other before and afters there as well. Let's see here. What is the next photo? Oh, we're going to kind of jump back in time real quick. My bad, I started at the wrong spot. The Pont City Market photo where the person is walking with the umbrella and there's like this kind of glowy light happening. I try to do my best Alan Schiffer, is that his last name? I can't remember. I'll throw his Instagram on the screen. Try to do my best impression of him. Didn't exactly work out, but the color and like the glow light is kind of cool. I just wish I could have found the right composition and angle right there. Next, we have this photo of the like square hole in the wall with the orange at the bottom and the gray on top. Love this composition. Wish something had actually happened inside this scene. What y'all didn't see in the like GoPro video is I stood here for about 10 minutes. Not a single person crossed through, and at some point I got to make the decision of sit around here all day and potentially ruin this video that I'm making for y'all or move on. So I moved on. Next up was the photo of the bike going up the street. Craziness. This is crazy. This is actually on my Instagram right now, instagram.com/EvanRamp. You can check it out. This was just perfect. This is a composition that I've known about for forever. I've never really quite made the right photo here. It's just never lined up for me. So the fact that I finally had all the pieces line up, I had the bike in the street, I had a relatively empty street, at least on the bike side of the street. I had the clouds blocking over the buildings, adding in that little bit of interest. Everything was solid here. This photo has all the layers that I like, and that is why I posted it to social. This one is really solid. Now, this next one is this grid photo, which I've made this before, but today it was even more interesting because there is so much happening with like the water droplets and the water dripping down the side of the concrete. Why could nothing have happened inside of this scene? I always wish something was happening here. I really wish Chris or somebody was with me today so I could be like, hey, go over there and hang your head over the side or just do something, because this composition is ridiculous. The rainwater is in the sky. The color is ridiculous. Nothing but regret on this one. Well, not really regret. I just wish something had happened, but once again, nothing did. Now, we're on to these Lamborghini photos. So at this point, this is when the rain started to get pretty bad, and I was kind of jumping in and out of my car because I didn't want to break my camera. The Lamborghini shots are ridiculous. Now, granted, if we lived in a perfect world where I could control everything like The Sims or something, I would move this car around a little bit. But what I was going for here was kind of like a Blade Runner effect. The sky was pretty red at this moment. The sun was going down. We were getting that crazy like post-rain sunset look. So I tried to enhance that in post, really give it this like futuristic feel. And with a Lamborghini, it's obviously a futuristic car, so you can kind of get away with that. And these are really cool. I like the way they look. I think my favorite one is the second one I made where the motor hotel is behind it, so you can get a little bit of the Lamborghini tires in there, but they're both solid. The color is cool and just has a really futuristic feel. And as I was going back to my car, that Claremont Hotel photo, that's kind of like an Atlanta staple. Everyone in Atlanta knows about that. So I've never got a real good shot of that sign before. So this is one that I might print, or if down the line I ever do another Atlanta-based photo project, which would be really down the line, this could be something that makes its way into a project like that. So I'm really glad to have it. And as I was leaving, I did another little Blade Runner type photo with the tattoo sign and the power lines. Nothing too crazy here, but that sunset color was wild. I wish I kind of had an opportunity to get out of the car and make something happen, but it was all happening so fast. Like that sunset burn was maybe 10 minutes of that good orange color. Now, once it got dark, waited around outside this theater plaza sign. Always wanted to get some type of photo here, and tonight we did it. Now with this photo, there is going to be some extensive Photoshop required because of the FedEx office sign. Why is that there? That is going to take me so much work to get that out of the photo. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to, honestly, but it's going to take a lot of work. But we have the plaza sign, we have this car with the reflections, we have the reflections on the ground, and to top it off, the cherry on top, we have these people handing a ladder. It is like the heavens came down from above and said, "Hey Evan, we know you're taking a photo right now. We're just gonna plop in another point of interest for you to have in your shot." The guy handing the ladder up to the other guy, you can't ask for something like that in street photography, but it's ruined by FedEx office. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's gonna be a little bit of work right there. But love this shot, love the colors. It looks really dope. Now, I got another one of these from my car, and it's actually gonna be a lot easier to remove the FedEx here. The framing is cool, the color is cool, the little bit of water droplets is cool, but we don't have that nice element of people handing the ladder, but this one's still cool as well. Now, the two last shots on the night is this majestic food. Now, we've been here during the day before. I've made a photo here during the day. Cool spot for sure. I was really hoping someone would cross into this frame as I was waiting there with the car window. Basically, I just sat there until a car pulled behind me, and then I eventually had to go, but I sat there for a good 5 or 6 minutes. Oh, it would have been really dope to have someone with an umbrella. If I could have taken the person from that earlier photo where they walked through with the umbrella and put them into this shot right here, it would have been money. Now, granted, it's still not bad. It could find its way into a project or into a print. I'm going to probably refine the edit a little bit, but it just could have been a little bit better had something been happening actually inside the frame. And our last shot is one made from my car window. Once again, we have a bunch of car window photos today of someone walking through this composition. Looks really cool with the lines and colors right here. Nothing too crazy, but I just like it. It's going to look good eventually in a set of photos. So that's really everything on the day. I'm really thinking there's probably going to be like 3 sets of photos made out of all of these images. There's a lot of ones that I'm happy with, a lot of ones that look cool, so you can follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram, to see all of those. Some of them have already been posted at the time of this video, and on Patreon there will be some before and afters, so you can get some insight into how I edited some of these images. All in all, crazy day. I think if we're ranking the day all in all out of 5, this might be the first time ever. 3.8 out of 5. I think that's the best score I've ever given out of 5 ever on this YouTube channel. A lot of good photos, a great day, a lot of fun. And I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes, and I hope you enjoyed my insight into the photos. Thank you all for watching. Hit that thumbs up. See you next time.